Howdy, folks. My name is Marble, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Ray, and my pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Mars, and my pronouns are they, them. And it's time to draw a card from the deck of friendship. And by card, I mean meal ticket, because, you know, it's season 2. And today, we watched Fighting Foodons episode 6.
What was it called, Mars?
Ridiculously named We Have a Wiener. And...
Mm-hmm. You what?
I mean...
How irreverent!
I can't believe...
We've come so far.
I can't believe there is no title that we will ever have for an episode on this show that will top that one. That will power top that one.
It's time to top.
Thank you.
I can't believe this.
I'm so sorry to the voice actor for having to say that with such enthusiasm.
And yeah, he did. He was like, "We have a wiener!"
And we all screamed.
We watched it like as if to make sure that we weren't just having a collective dream. We watched it like 3 times to make really sure that Chase said we have a wiener.
And here's the thing: is we watched it like 3 times, and I'm still not convinced it's real.
I'm still screaming.
I'm still like, well, it could have just been a collective hallucination.
We never left that opening. We're still there.
We're still there.
I posted a screenshot on Twitter, and I'm still not sure if it's real or not.
Somebody could have photoshopped it.
Yeah.
One of us could have photoshopped that.
We could have photoshopped it.
Marble, you might have done that while you were not paying attention.
Oh, you know, that has happened to me before.
You ever just accidentally Photoshop something?
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
All the time.
That's where most of the content I post on Twitter comes from.
So here's my general thoughts on this episode. I loved it. This was a great episode.
This was fantastic.
I think it was only episode 3 that was like, you know, because every other episode I feel like I've been on board with.
Was 3 the Oslo one?
3 was the Oslo one.
That's why.
3 was pretty bad.
That's why we didn't like it. It was Oslo-centric.
We've gotten back to the roots of the show being just copious food puns.
There's so many there are so many food puns in the set. There are perhaps, I don't know if there are as many food puns as the first episode, but it's close.
So there's like 2 or 3 important ingredients to this winning Foodon recipe, right? It's tons of Foodon puns and also themes of friendship, which come back in a big way in this episode.
Oh yeah.
Also pie tin existing. That's also part of fighting.
Part
Foodon,
with pie tin made me sad and upset.
I know.
Yeah. What is with pie tin and being stomped on? What is happening?
Writers, leave pie tin alone!
Leave pie tin alone!
It's 2020, leave pie tin alone.
That's the slogan for 2020.
Leave pie tin alone!
And nobody knows what we're talking about because we're referencing a show that came out in the 90s.
Pie tin now is like, he's 34 years old. Like...
But leave him alone!
But leave him alone. Especially now. Don't bring up the past.
Yeah, let him live.
Don't dox pie tin.
Don't dox pie tin. And as a show of good faith, we're just gonna let you know as viewers that we can be trusted with pie tin's personal information. In fact, he lives at 123. Just immediately say his name and phone number. His phone number is 382-555-1647.
That's somebody's number.
Yeah, Python's.
It's Python's number.
Let's
don't call Python.
Don't call Python.
555 numbers aren't real.
Yeah.
That's why they use 555s for like TV
and
shows
everything.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go through a quick summary and then talk about this wonderful episode.
Sir Dumpling dies.
He
He gets shot in the brain. That's
with
not
a
true.
foot.
That's not true. He almost gets curb stomped.
He does.
We all thought he got curb stomped.
It was pretty horrible to watch.
And then there was a commercial break.
No, like the funny thing is that we were watching it on a new client, I don't know how to word that, but we were watching it on one streaming service, and now we're watching it on a different one. The original streaming service that we watched it on didn't have the commercial breaks, but this one does. And so you see well, we'll get there. But I won't spoil exactly what happens, but you think that he dies, and then it does this goofy little scene transition where it's like fighting Foodons, and then it makes a food splatting sound where it's like a very cartoony joke food splat, and I'm like, meanwhile me, Ray, and Mars are just sitting there completely horrified at what we just saw.
It was a violent death, okay?
Okay, so legit, and we're skipping so far ahead, but I do want to talk about the scene. So, so this other Foodon, we'll get to it, it doesn't matter, stomps their foot down, and, when the scene comes back from the commercial, you get this sweeping shot of what turns out in, you get, the smoke clearing, and you see the hole in the ship deck, but initially, I saw the silhouette of the hole in the ship deck and was like, oh god, that's Sir Dumpling's, head busted open.
Oh no!
It was so bad!
I hated it. And then it pans over and Sir Dumpling's fine.
Yeah,
and then they make a joke of the enemy guy, what's his Chet? Was that his name?
Yeah, his name's Chet.
Chet makes a joke of it, haha, funny, right? Bullying is funny.
Haha, your friend almost died. And I almost killed your friend, haha!
How hilarious is that?
We don't like Chet.
No.
Chet's a real jokester. He's a
real goofball.
Real goofer.
He's a real jokesteroni.
I don't want our audience to think that Chet is a jokester and a funny person, because real jokers and funny people are actually funny and don't bully others.
Yeah, no, he's a little garbage boy.
Sorry, I just got really intense for a second.
No, he's a little garbage boy and I hate him.
Real jokers are in Smash Brothers.
Persona.
Well...
so let's...
Real jokers are in this call, huh, Mars?
So backing up, start of the episode, I don't know what... the little summary last episode called it the semifinals. It's obviously not what it was. This is an actual... we actually see, the full tournament, pretty much.
I thought that was the semifinals for the preliminary.
Yeah, right, yeah.
To get in. And this is the actual tournament.
This is the actual tournament on the boat. And we see all of these different competitors, and we do get to actually see all of their battles. They're really short, obviously, but we do get to see all of the battles. There's Claire, and there's Chet, and then there's one or two that maybe didn't get named.
What was the one we liked, Marble? The guy in the purple.
Right, there was the guy in the purple with the mustache.
Was he named?
I thought they said the word Samson, but I might be making that up.
Samson or something like that. Yeah, he was. He I very much thought he was going to win because of how involved his character design was, and then it's he lost off screen.
Yeah, basically.
He lost to Kima, who didn't look as serious about it. That's right. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, it was fun.
But Kima was a 3-year-old child. I was surely this grown adult man with a fancy mustache is going to win. And then fighting Foodons threw me a curveball.
So, can we talk about can we just do a little... a little runway walk of all of the Foodons that were in this episode? Because there were a lot, and they were all very good.
I didn't write down their names.
Me
I didn't
neither.
write down their names, so let's see if we can remember all of them.
All right, well, we have Spaghetti About It.
Spaghetti About It!
About It. Crabquake was there, our good friend Quack.
Obviously Crabquake.
Crabquake.
Cowboy Rito.
Cowboy Rito,
all
yes,
of Albert's
yes,
team. That's Albert's team. Done.
That's Albert's team.
That's his whole team. Omelet was there, Fried Ricer was there, and the burnt meatballs were there, but we also have a new challenger. Hot Dog on It!
I mean, yeah, but the other ones were very good.
We had Poltergeist, Gravy Boat.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, there was the... Right, there was the gravy one.
The Gravinator? I might be making that up again.
Graviator?
Graviator?
I don't know.
Graviator. I think it was Graviator. That sounds right.
I don't know why it was Graviator, but it was Graviator. I'm almost positive. And then there was I think it was literally just called Rock and Roll, and it was a roll of bread with an Elvis haircut.
No, what was its name?
I don't remember what its name was, but it was this roll or that was, I think it was like a punch. It was a punching pun. Anyway, but it was Elvis. It was Elvis doing. It was an Elvis role. It had Elvis hair, and the only two things that it said were
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Rock and roll.
Which, you know, as a 2-year-old child in the 90s, I'm sure I got all of those references as a child. I was like, haha, that's definitely rock and roll icon Elvis from the real life, and that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
We were all Dolly Parton when we were 2 years old, so we knew. We understood.
We knew.
We knew.
We foresaw, but we couldn't stop it.
We saw Elvis's partner, who was like a spiked. But this was the bully one. What was?
Yeah.
What was it?
What was that? It was a big spiked
I couldn't
thing.
begin to tell you.
I thought they said the name.
It was a big spiky man.
We should have wrote these down.
It's fine.
We should have written anything down.
Well, hey, we're recording 2 episodes today, so hindsight's 2020. We have a second chance.
We have a second chance. We have a second chance at redemption.
Yes.
We can do this. This episode, this is the burner episode. This one's gonna suck. I'm kidding.
There was Eclair's Puddington, which I was a big fan of.
Puddington was so cute.
I was a big Puddington fan.
Yeah, so we see these matches, and it's there's the 2 matches between the characters who will be gone after this episode, and then there's Python's match against Chet, and then there's Chase's match against Eclair.
Right.
Chef Jack is there also.
Chef Jack is here, I guess, on the boat.
He's like watching from the sidelines. Like, the thing is that like he's like skulking around, but we don't really know like why he's there or what he's doing. He's not like on a secret mission. He's just like checking things out.
He's just being really creepy about it too, under a hood. I mean, I get it. He's famous. He doesn't want to be seen.
I understand that he's hiding from the gluttons, but also, why is he there in the first place?
Is he just there to watch his kids, who are clearly doing better than him?
He's like, I get so bored, with this lone wolf resistance fighting that I'm doing. I need some blood sport. So he goes on the glutton boat to watch the tournament.
And his kids happen to be there, and they're winning.
Yeah, he sees his kids there, and he's like, oh, this is gonna be juicy.
Oh, the tea.
Yeah, Chef Jack being here and his kids being here is complete coincidence.
Yeah, because he's like, Chase?
Maybe he had a
Sonny?
secret mission, because there are gluttons here. Maybe he was there to steal something.
Yeah, I know, but we need to see that happen on screen in order for me to believe it, because he's kind of just there.
In the penultimate episode, he's gonna talk about all the scenes he's in while the kids are doing other stuff and explain what he's doing.
What if, hey, I have a theory.
Yeah.
What if the tournament arc is the filler arc? and like the manga is just like inane, like senseless, weird garbage that just keeps happening with no explanation, and this is the filler arc.
Then I will stay in the filler arc gladly.
Yeah.
I'm staying on this gravy boat. Who's
what
with
if
me?
the interesting things that happen were just like, oh no, we're catching up to the manga, we have to fill time.
We're catching up to the manga that ended after 2 volumes.
We're catching up with the manga after making 3 episodes of our show.
Well, that would suck because Claudia's here and she doesn't play a big role.
Yeah, she's just there to make fun of Chase.
She's there to heckle.
She's just there to heckle children.
Also, Muscles Marinara is there and is chill.
Claudia and Muscles Marinara are essentially Stantler and Waldorf from the Muppets.
Yeah, no, literally, that's exactly what's happening.
That's a really good voice.
And it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's if this is the filler arc though, like it's all of the themes from the show, as sparse as they are, all of the themes of the show did kind of come together in a way in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There were we didn't even talk about the announcer guy who was like the epitome of this.
Talked about the announcer guy.
Of
the announcer guy is responsible for the food puns finally coming back and reaching their former glory.
He was good. He just kept peppering it on.
Ray.
Ray, you've
Ray.
done it. You've
Ray.
Ray, you've
Ray,
unlocked. You've done it. You've
become too
unlocked
powerful.
it. You've
What's
unlocked
wrong? Are
it.
y'all salty about it?
You've unlocked it. You've unlocked the power within.
I've
Now,
gotten
Raymond.
Kingdom Hearts.
Now, Raymond. You know that's illegal, and I'm reporting you to the gluttons.
I am a glutton.
Oh, okay, cool. Me too. I'm secretly working for the gluttons, in case anyone was wondering.
Wait, y'all are gluttons?
No, what? What are you
No.
talking about?
No.
Okay, well, I'm watching you. I was over there making some soup while you were talking about being gluttons.
Ooh, what kind of soup were you making?
I wasn't talking about being a glutton, Mars.
Would you like some soup? How about a lot of soup?
Sure, I would love a lot of soup.
This is just a lot of hot water.
Would you like a lot of... It's water soup.
It's my favorite kind. What happens when you put a meal ticket in water soup?
It turns into
This water soup tastes a little funny.
Well, good thing she wasn't a glutton. Wait,
Yeah, the poison only works on gluttons.
oh my god. You killed her.
I mean, she'll be back, right? She'll be back in a couple of issues, right? She'll be resurrected, or there'll be a clone, or, the villains will have rewritten history in the past.
Her consciousness now resides in this bowl. And we need to take this bowl to the food altar so we can bring her back.
Mm-hmm. Hey, do you want any more water soup?
Somebody dropped a meal ticket on my dead body, and now I feel great.
Oh no! So when we resurrect you, there's going to be 2 marbles. There's soup bowl marble and Marble's body.
Soup marble.
My name is Soup Marble, and my pronouns are she, her.
My name is not Glutton Ray, and my pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Chef Mars, and my pronouns are they, them.
And we're about to take a bite out of crime. That's right, this is a true crime show now. The unlikely trio that comes together to solve food crimes.
On December the 17th, 2019, Marble was killed by eating water soup. How, you ask? This is true crime.
Just ask Soup Marble.
A stray meal ticket blew on the wind onto her body.
So we learn about meal tickets in this episode.
We do.
And I'm wondering, we learn that some sort of energy is produced from the meal tickets, and some kind of this life-giving power is produced by the meal tickets, which we kind of knew. It was inferred but never spoken. So technically, if you dropped a meal ticket on a dead body, would it come back to life? Is that human transmutation? Is that how you do that?
If someone tried to cook it, yes.
Well, okay. Oh.
Edward Elric Alphonse, you were doing it all wrong.
You were so close.
You were so close. You forgot
You forgot the meal ticket.
This is so bad.
Stop.
Bad. I hate
this. This sucks. Hey, y'all, this sucks.
Cut this out, please. I'm begging you.
This is bad.
I can't.
Okay, so you're right that we learn about how meal tickets exude energy, but we were also right in the fact that it's up to the quality and the love of the chef making the food.
And you also have to get it hot by cooking it.
What?
Yeah, I'd have to get it hot by cooking it. So if you put it on the body, you'd have to cook it first.
Yeah.
But you can microwave it.
You can microwave the body. If you can get a microwave big enough.
Why are we back here?
I hate this.
I'm trying to push us forward, and you're like, no, Ray, let us drag you down
Listen,
back into the
we had a
depths.
good run with this podcast, which I feel like I say every episode now. I think it might be time to throw in the towel.
On December the 17th, 2019, Marble's body was placed inside a big microwave.
A comedically large microwave.
Mars, why is this microwave so big? It's almost human body
Hey,
sized.
this is kind of gross.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
I didn't
I think this is kind of gross.
Is this
I don't want
gross?
to talk about this anymore.
Quick
this
poll,
is
is this gross?
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, can we get some F's in chat for gross?
I don't want to talk about this ever again for the rest of my life.
Too bad it's gonna come up somewhere.
Oh, come up somewhere.
Please don't put this in the episode. This was entirely bad with no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Are you sure?
I think the part
The
where
microwave part? Yeah.
Yeah, no, the microwave part sucks.
That has to go. That's terrible, and I hate it.
That's terrifying.
It sucked, but whatever.
Was it funny? Was it funny? That's what I want to know.
We
was
did
it
laugh.
Funny?
We did laugh.
We did laugh, but was it funny? Hey, everybody, can you vote? Can you vote on, just add us on Twitter? Should we keep this joke in the episode?
Yeah. Vote now on your phones.
Vote now on your phones.
It's a limited time poll, so, answer as soon as you can, please.
Make sure you answer before the episode comes out.
Mm-hmm. We'd really appreciate that. Your answers will affect this episode.
So Sir Dumpling.
Yeah, Marble?
He's there.
Sir Dumpling is there. Didn't he die?
Almost.
Didn't he get put in a big microwave?
Stop! Mars!
You can't microwave dumplings, they'll be undercooked!
You have to steam them!
You have to steam those dumplings, boys!
You're getting me and Marble really steamed now with these jokes.
Hang on, everybody, we're putting a pin in this for just 1 second. Okay, Google, can you cook dumplings in the microwave?
Here's what I found.
Google isn't answering me. Google, Why have you abandoned me?
It's probably all the bad jokes we made.
Hey, Google, can you put dumplings in the microwave?
Bad jokes detected. Shutting off service.
Hey, Google, can you cook dumplings in the microwave?
Here's what I found for Can You Cook Dumplings?
Oh, it gave me a listing. How to make microwave dumplings. Food cheats.
Okay, so it's possible.
Marble's investigating. We apparently need to know the details.
I'm invested. I need to know.
Can you make dumplings in a microwave? Yes, you can, and they're great tasting, too. Making microwave dumplings takes just 3 minutes and can work out better, as they can truly be a last-minute decision. Above is a photo of some microwave dumplings I made earlier today. Microwave cooking suet? S-U-E-T? How do you say that word?
I think it's suet.
Suet dumplings is quick, clean, easy, and tasty. I usually make dumplings with suet, but you can make dumplings without suet too. It doesn't matter. Suet is simply the word for fat that comes from around the kidneys of an animal. So it's still fat, and you can make dumplings
just
with
destroying
butter, margarine, or oil. If you want to read more about dumplings with suet, you can read that here.
I'm just going to start singing a song to really add flavor.
We don't need a third layer to this.
To this disgusting cake we're making.
There's already so much crosstalk happening right now. We don't need a third layer of crosstalk to this
You can make your dumplings just using boiling water from the kettle,
Here
or you can mix up some stock. When I make slow cooker stews and casseroles, I usually make extra liquid.
It's sad.
It's the favorite to win.
That and use to make my dumplings. Method: place the hot water or hot stock. You can microwave it for a minute to get it hot into a deep wide dish.
Eclair sends out
liquid
Puddington, as we previously discussed. Puddington is
very
very cute.
I like to turn them over so they're coated in my stock. Cover the dish in microwave for 3
Chase
minutes
enters the floating Foodon championship with an
There is no way that this bit can continue. I have to cut it off, please.
But Southern lost to Chef Albert in a practice match.
Please,
him with indigestion. His eating habits are greatly improved.
And there you have it! Instant dumplings! Compared to making dumplings by placing them on top of a stew in a saucepan, microwave dumplings don't grow as much. These actually sound terrible. The more I read this, these sound terrible. I wouldn't eat these. If you serve me these at your dinner party, I'm going to say, no thank you. I'm going to say, I've had plenty. And you're going to say, but you haven't had one yet. And I'm going to say, goodbye.
That's plenty enough right there.
That's too many as is.
I think your food is garbage.
This episode this is so chaotic. I don't understand where we are right now.
I'm gonna bring it back, okay? So after Pie Tin gets just completely, utterly destroyed by the bad one that we don't like, Chet. And his what were his Foodons? The spiky one and the other one.
And Elvis.
Yeah, you could say Pie Tin got vibe Chet.
You could say that. I mean, you are allowed to say that.
You can say it, but it's really hard to say because it is not a word.
So yeah, Pie Tin gets totally destroyed and, goes off to the stands to cheer on for Chase. And Chase goes against Eclair. And it's kind of a tough match, but
Claire has fans.
Claire does have fans.
Claire's a famous Twitch streamer.
Team Yell is all in the audience.
Yeah.
But Chase and Fried Ricer are able to beat Puddington, and then the entire crowd throws tomatoes and cans and bananas and stuff at Chase.
And Chase interpreted this as a hostility without realizing that they were just trying to give him ingredients for his next match.
Free ingredients.
They were trying to power chop his Foodons for him.
But since they're not his Foodons... No, wait, Claudia did it. Never mind.
They don't have enough gym badges to get Chase's Foodons to listen, so it doesn't matter.
They were all missing and hitting Chase instead of his Foodons.
Yes. And Chase has too many gym badges, so he doesn't have to listen to them.
Is Chase a Foodon?
I think they're all Foodons.
Look, humans are just a subset of Foodons. We all know this.
I don't want to talk about this right now.
Anyways.
So, yeah.
Chase wins.
Chase wins against Eclair, and everyone hates him.
But he doesn't mind.
And Chef Albert beats up a bunch of fools, beats up a bunch of folks, and everyone loves him.
What's up with that?
What's up with that, Seinfeld?
It's to set them up as rivals.
Which doesn't last long. And it comes down to the night before the finals. The two people going against each other, it's Chase, it's Albert, because, obviously. And Chase has a bit of an all-nighter.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to make the perfect Foodon.
The perfect Foodon.
Oh, we have to talk about our prediction also.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was unprecedented. Because you see him, chopping up, these fancy meats and fish and, just, these beautiful, fresh veggies and everything. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, so we made a joke when he's, finished, making his Foodons, and, Oslo is, standing next to him, and he's like, whoa, you made the perfect Foodon! And he's like, oh, I can't believe it! And then, one of us said something it's just a hot dog.
Oh, I said it was a hot dog.
Yeah. It's a microwave hot dog, and it, split open because he didn't poke holes in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we get out to the final match, okay? So it's Albert versus Chase. This is for all the bacon. And they make that joke in the episode too. They say
they
it's
do
for
make that joke.
all the bacon.
Yeah.
And so they're preparing their Foodon teams. And on Albert's team, we have Spaghetti About It, we have Crab Quake, and we have Cowboy Rito. Of course, the dream team. The ones we're all rooting for. Sorry, Chase.
Yeah, I mean, look, if your team has Crab Quake on it, I'm rooting for you.
Sorry,
if your team has
Chase.
Burrito McCree on it, I'm rooting for you.
Burrito McCree, that's his name.
McCreedo.
He has a southern accent and he uses guns, so McCree. Oh wait, no, he doesn't use guns. He uses a lasso. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, there are two cowboys in this episode.
There are, and one of them does have guns. Anyways, we'll get there. And then we have Chase's team, which consists of omelet, fried ricer, and burnt meatballs? ?
This show needs to lay off the burnt meatballs.
It's funny because Chase obviously cares very deeply about the burnt meatballs, but none of the narrative doesn't. The narrative makes fun of the burnt meatballs, and Chase is like, I love you all so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we forgot about the Swedish meatballs.
Oh, yeah, we did. That's another one we learned about. What were they? Swede demons.
Sweet demons, yeah.
Swede demons.
So one of the competitors was this team who were called
the Ice Climbers.
Tate and Liza from Pokemon.
They were called Bar and Q, or Barb and Q.
I think it's Barb and Q, but if it was Bar and Q, I would assume that there's a third sibling that just wasn't into it. They went into accounting and they were like, yeah, I'm happy with my life. I'll self-actualize without Foodons.
Yeah, my name's B.
I work in accounting.
I live a fulfilling life, and I have a healthy work-life relationship, and
I mean, look, my siblings are super into this Foodon stuff, and
I support them because I love them so much.
I get out to the shows, especially, when they're in my area. I can't afford to travel all the time, but I support them when I can. They send me pictures. It's all great.
I'm sorry. I love this sibling.
I'm gay and I'm trans.
I'm gay and I'm trans.
And my story doesn't revolve around my trauma and suffering.
No,
not at all.
I'm just happy to, just be living my life to my fullest potential and, being true to myself. And yeah.
Yeah, like, me being gay and trans is, like, it's obviously important to me, but it's, like, not...
It's not going to be a cause of conflict.
But then everything turns upside down when she meets a talking dog.
Whoa! It's me, the talking dog!
And B learns a powerful lesson about friends, family, and trusting talking dogs.
Trust me, I don't have anything under this trench coat.
I never thought that I could trust a talking dog, but then I met you.
Woof, am I right?
Woof.
Really, truly, woof. This is a good bit. B is my new favorite character in Fighting Foodons.
I love B.
She's so good.
There's obviously the scene where B has to take the talking dog to, her accounting job. Because, B is still responsible,
The talking dog also doesn't have a name. It's just the talking dog.
It's me, talking dog.
First name the, last name talking.
Please, Mr. the Talking Dog was my father.
Now, Marble, there is something called a middle name.
Yeah, and his middle name is Stewart.
So it's the Stewart Talking Dog?
That's right, that's me. Woof, am I right?
That has to be a laugh track whenever he says, woof, am I right? Because that's his catchphrase.
That's the catchphrase.
B learns a powerful lesson about the Christmas spirit when she has to take the Stewart Talking Dog to her Christmas party at the accounting office. I thought I was too old to believe in Santa Claus, but...
I was a reindeer!
They're kind of... Hey, Mars, right? Have you noticed they're kind of spoiling this whole movie just in the trailer?
I know! And it's all in Fighting Foodons, too. It's really strange.
B, you've gotta get me back to my Christmas dimension so I can be a reindeer again.
You mean the North Pole?
No, B, the North Dimension.
Laugh track.
Woof.
Am I right?
Woof, am I right? No, but that time B looks at the camera and says it.
Right.
She just goes, woof, am I right?
You gotta get in the spaceship, B.
I don't want to leave my family behind. There's a Foodon tournament in town.
There'll always be a Foodon tournament going on, B. But this is once in your lifetime. We gotta save Christmas.
Santa's in trouble, B. And the only way that we can help him is by doing his taxes.
Drama, friendship, and one very silly talking dog. Woof, am I right? Coming to ABC this Christmas season.
Wait,
wow. That
this
was honestly, hey, we should see that.
We should go
when it
see.
comes out. We should see it when it comes out.
Hey, is there gonna be a mock footage episode on Woof, am I right?
I can say yes or no.
Those are usually
the most common answers that you could.
But I could also say maybe.
Uh-huh.
Or I could say, woof, am I right?
You're just listing the things you can say, Ray. Stop showing off. I can't say all those things.
Yes, you can, Marble. You're powerful.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Try it.
This is maybe my favorite bit that we've had on our Fighting Foodons series thus far. I just want to throw that out there. I know that, maybe not the best idea to just name favorite bits mid-episode, but this is my favorite bit that we've had.
It's quite a good one. We've made an entire new universe.
This week's episode of Deck of Friendship is sponsored by Woof, am I right?
B, we gotta talk about Deck of Friendship.
Oh my god, could we get a cameo in Woof, am I right too?
Oh, I hope so. Let's make a podcast about it. The Deck of Friendship crew will be in Woof, am I right too?
We were going for the same joke. Marble!
I'm sorry, it was low-hanging fruit, I had to. Actually, it was regular hanging fruit, but I saw where you were going with it, yeah.
We all reached for it, just like the card in our image.
I like that Deck of Friendship reference.
It was a good Deck of Friendship reference. So...
Where were we?
Chase is so tired.
Just like me right now.
Chase is so tired, he's got massive bags under his eyes because he's been up all night. And he sends out...
The meatballs were a joke, I guess.
The meatballs were a joke. Fried ricer, omelet, and who's this new hot young hot dog in town.
It's McCree.
Hot dog on it.
It's hot dog on it.
And he has real guns that were edited by the 4Kids team.
For sure.
Bottles of mustard and ketchup. And you can tell because, one, they look bad, and two, whenever, like, there's, like, a big flash on the screen, everything, like, changes colors to whatever color the flash is, to, you know, because that's how light works.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the ketchup and mustard bottles.
Yeah.
Those like, exist on a layer above everything else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, for sure. But here's what I will say. I think that the ketchup and mustard bottles is a better design than 2 real guns.
Than pointing fingers.
Yeah. Definitely better than 2 pointing fingers.
Yeah. Although, pew pew, you know? That it would make hot dog on it.
Hot dog on it.
Hot dog on it.
It would make for hot dog on it cosplay really easy if it was just 2 pointing fingers.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
You'd only need to turn into a giant hot dog for it.
So our joke about it being a hot dog was correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we predicted the future once again.
And there's a food fight.
I always says, yeah, because they're fighting Foodons, and this is because they're made of food and they're fighting, so it's a food. I get it.
That's right, Marvel. Thank you so much for understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they haven't made that joke yet in the actual show. Maybe they have.
I mean, the ship is called the SS Food Fight.
True.
Have y'all ever seen Food Fight?
No. I know of.
We need to watch it as our season finale.
It's
not good.
Sure.
It's scary how bad it is. It's like you probably won't sleep for a bit, but it's worth it.
Fair enough.
It's funny and weird.
So I think this is the second bonus episode for Fighting Foodons now.
What was the first one? I don't remember.
Reading the manga.
Oh, yes. Two bonus episodes.
Hell yeah.
So Chase and Albert have a fight, and Albert looks like he's winning for a large majority of it, right?
Yeah.
And then, as Marble said it, Chase is just like closed eyes, crossed arms, just waiting for the moment to strike without having to look. It was really intense.
At what point does Chase have his flashback to the scene that he definitely had with Oslo previously?
Like right before the fight, right?
Yeah, like right before the fight, or like maybe even the night before when he was cooking or something like that.
Yeah.
But he has this flashback of, like, I guess right after he saved Fried Ricer and Omelet from falling off the ship after the practice match last episode. And Chase is really bummed. And, like, yeah, he says to get into flashback, he's like, I just gotta remember what Oslo told me. And the first thing that Oslo says in the flashback is, hey, Chase, the match is in 2 hours. And we're like,
that's it.
Is that it?
I have to remember what he told me. Hey, I recorded a bunch of episodes of The Office on our DVR, and I know that it takes me a long time to catch up with stuff like that, but please don't delete them this time. I really wanted to watch these episodes. I've never seen them before, and I know you think that The Office is a very silly show that doesn't matter, and it's not important to you, but it's important to me, so I'd like you to respect that and just let me watch these before you delete them. I know you need to catch up on The Amazing Race, and you only have, like, space for, like, 2 episodes, but, like, really, I mean, like, I pay more for the cable than you do because you said that you weren't going to use it as much, but here you are deleting my Office episodes. So I'd really like it if we could sort of work something out because, you know, we're roommates and all, and I just think that it'd be more appropriate to talk about this like adults. And Chase says, I'm a child!
And then Chase remembers all of that and is filled with the will and resolve to win.
And he connects to his Foodons on a subconscious level.
He connects to his Foodons on a subconscious level, remembering all of the Office episodes on DVR.
And they all have a moment of clarity together.
And then he uses a power topping!
Yeah, he searches through his mind palace to remember...
He has a brain blast.
To remember all of the... And this is the first time... Because I think like last episode or whatever, I was like, okay, power toppings, they make you bigger. And maybe some do, but this is the first inkling we're getting of like, oh, different power toppings have different effects.
Yeah, and I was super into it.
Yeah.
It was interesting, though, because it does imply that, like, the food a power topping is barely matters beyond its power level, because it's iceberg lettuce, and iceberg lettuce doesn't go with any of the foods that Chase has on the field right now.
Nope.
You don't put iceberg lettuce on fried rice. You don't put it on a hot dog. You don't put it on,
omelet.
Why is it escaping me? You don't put it on an omelet? Like, come on.
Come on,
now.
Chase.
Well,
Come on, Chase. Well, it's not Chase's fault. It's more the show's continuity.
maybe. Although the show has established that taste is not important to all of this.
Or maybe
Or maybe
iceberg lettuce does go with those foods and we're all just too cowardly to try it.
It's a lettuce wrap. You put fried rice in the lettuce wrap. You put omelet in the lettuce wrap. You put hot dog slices in the lettuce wrap. Boom.
Wait,
done.
wait,
that's what I'm saying. Like you don't understand.
wait.
It's actually very delicious, and
Now-
we're just too cowardly to try it.
Now Ray,
Uh-huh.
better idea, because you said hot dog slices in a lettuce wrap, and like sure. What about a whole hot dog bun included in a lettuce wrap?
I'll do it.
Whoa, Mars. That's some Cyberpunk 2077 garbage right there. We're all
Marvel,
living
I
in
love you.
2020 or 19, depending on when this episode airs.
Oh my goodness.
Mars is living in 2056-ish. Or 2077. That joke was funnier.
I'll do it, Mars. I'll eat the iceberg lettuce and the hot dog and the bun.
Yeah, we missed our window to review the Blue Eyes White Dragon cereal on Deck of Friendship. Let's go for that. Let's put hot dogs in a lettuce wrap and then eat it and then review it.
I can do it.
Not
Yeah.
next episode because we're recording that in 2 seconds, but like the episode after, perhaps.
Yeah, that because the episode after we'll be recording in the new year. So yeah.
Hey, third special episode. We make the foodons and the power toppings and eat them.
I'm gonna set. We never remember to do these things, so I'm setting a notification on my phone for the day before we record.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, are we assuming that the reason it tastes good is because it's all three foods together in a lettuce wrap?
And that sounds disgusting.
Oh.
It does, doesn't it?
But it could be.
But yeah, Chase is clearly on a level that we do not understand.
But what the iceberg lettuce actually literally does
In power terms.
in power terms is if I knew Naruto, this is probably a move in Naruto, but they do a mirror image thing where they send a hologram kind of, or like an illusion of Chase's 3 foodons towards what?
I'm sorry, you just named Naruto's #1 move, Shadow Clone Jutsu.
I don't know anything about Naruto!
I know, it's funny to me. Also, I don't know Naruto either, but I know he has Shadow Clone Jutsu, which is...
Yeah, because he gets that in the first episode when he steals the big burrito with the words in it. Scroll, that's what they're
Scroll?
called.
It's called a burrito scroll.
It's a word, you know how a scroll is a little bit of a word burrito?
It's a word burrito. I love that. Yes, a scroll. What is a scroll but a word burrito?
I am put that on my gravestone.
Please
God.
put that on my gravestone.
Ray, you're never gonna die.
I know, but like, make me one anyway. We're gonna make it dramatic and fake a death.
That's pretty goth. Getting
That's
a
Mars's
gravestone
thing.
even though you're not
Yeah,
gonna die.
why are you doing a goth thing? That's my thing.
Sorry.
Fine, I'll just beat out your goth thing by having like 6 ravens that I trained to hang out on my gravestone all the time.
Should we try to finish the episode?
I'm trying here.
I don't know if we have to, but I'm just thinking like.
Okay,
maybe
but what if we
long-term.
put the episode in a big microwave?
So it's Mirage Images, which
But
is
now,
really
Mars,
cool.
how big is this microwave? Like, what else could you fit in it? Could you like do a size comparison for
Well,
me?
actually, you know what? If we're just putting the like, I could just put my phone in the microwave and it would charge it. Remember that one? When it was on the internet that they would say on the internet that if you put your phone in the microwave, it would charge it.
No, but that's hilarious. Is that a prank?
It was a prank.
Did somebody get people to put their phone in the microwave as a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that happened.
hilarious. I love that.
That did happen, yeah.
Why would you even test that out? You have a phone charger.
I don't
Hypothetically,
know.
if you have a microwave, you also have something to charge your phone with.
What if it broke that day? It broke that day.
Yeah, it broke that day and you needed to charge your phone.
I was at 2%.
Instead of going to a gas station and buying a new cord for $5.
Well, you needed to charge your phone to get to the gas station.
And what if you don't have $5 on you? I'm sorry, can you repeat that sentence, Mars?
Yeah, Mars, you want to say that again?
You need to recharge your phone to get to the gas station. I stand by what I said.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Who wants to talk about Mirage images?
Because you don't know the way to the gas station, so you have to look at your phone to look at the map to know where to go to get to the gas station.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I don't know why I question it. That sounds about right.
Yeah, never question me again.
I will actively try not to.
Oh my goodness.
So the mirror image happens, and they are able to
Foodon clone jutsu.
They do a Foodon clone jutsu, and Crabquake and all the others are attacking empty space without realizing it.
Albert realizes it, though.
Yeah, Albert realizes it, but just a moment too late, and he's like, "Stop shooting!" And then he looks up and sees that fried rice or Cowboy Rito and Omelet are all in the sky, and they do that one final smash that...
Not Cowboy Rito.
Hot dog on it. My bad.
But what if Cowboy Rito betraying Albert at the last second?
I didn't mean to be cowboy phobic. But they are all in the sky, and they look down, and they all do that final smash that Ivysaur, Charizard, and Squirtle do in Super Smash Brothers, where they do a team attack. Triple finish! They do a laser. Mm-hmm. And then it blows up. It blows them up, and they explode.
There's a hole in Crabquake.
Yeah, this was maybe the most visceral episode of Fighting Foodons we've seen thus far.
For sure.
Crabquake dead.
Crabquake dead.
We are not going to see Crabquake again.
Crabquake's baseball ambitions are over.
Field of Dreams, am I right?
Probably. I don't know what that is.
It's a movie.
It's a baseball movie.
It's a baseball movie.
Have you seen that, Ray?
It's mock footage.
Is there a crab in it?
Is that episode already out?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
I've also never seen Field of Dreams, so I just know that it's the one where it's like, if you build it, he will come.
Ray, is there a crab in it? In the movie, movie Field of Dreams.
There's a character that's crabby.
Close enough.
Yeah.
We've got our eye on this one.
Yeah. I only watch movies if they have crabs in them.
Okay, what about Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice does turn into a crab for, 3 frames.
Well, hang on. I was trying to think of a food pun for Field of Dreams, and I didn't really get there, but I kind of got there.
Field of Cream.
I was gonna say, I thought of that, but then I was like, well, that's close, but it feels like a reach to me. And then I just stumbled upon, Field of Dreamsicle. How's that?
I feel like that's more of a stretch than Field of Cream.
But cream isn't specifically a food. It's a texture.
It's texture. This pillow feels creamy.
Field of... I'm sorry, Ray. Ray, you might need a new pillow. Ray, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but you might need a new pillow.
I love my creamy pillow.
I don't like that sentence.
It's like a waterbed. Well, it's a pillow filled with milk.
Well, he needs some milk. Let's move on.
Ray, hey, this is a call out post for Ray Geroso. He sleeps on a pillows made of milk.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. Get at me.
At least you're proud of it. That's, I think, the good...
Where were we? We're so close to finishing
We're so close to the end of this episode.
Albert dies.
Albert does die.
Chase says friendship, and Albert just explodes.
Well, so here's the other...
So Chase has spent this entire tournament arc trying to teach his opponents lessons of friendship, which is very bold and noble and thematic and actually, as it turns out, I think there was a part of us making this show where we were like, does this show actually have anything to do with friendship? Because maybe not. But then this episode happened, so it justifies our decision to watch it. And, Chet's a jerk and is just kind of like, next time we fight, I'm gonna beat you. Also, I love stomping on my Foodons for some reason.
Yeah.
He's a bad person.
Chet
and does not take it to heart at all. But then he beats Albert, and Albert is about to show some humility and be like, you were the better opponent, blah, blah, blah. Like, he thinks it in his head, but then he's like, nah, gotta save face. and he like stands up and he's like, I was going easy on you because next the gluttons you fight next are going to be really, really tough, and I was just trying to save my food on strength for those gluttons, so I really was just telling them to go easy on you.
Yeah.
I think he starts off by saying he starts off by saying, I told my Foodons to go easy on you, and then Chase is like, why?
Yeah.
like no justification whatsoever, no further questioning, just why?
Why did you do that?
That was dumb.
Yeah.
And Albert makes up some stuff about how the next fight's supposed to be so hard that he just wanted his Foodons to save their strength, which is not untrue, but like, come on.
But also, this does give us a little bit more insight into Albert's character, because this shows Albert is in this competition not for his own glory or whatever. Albert is in this competition because he wants to get close to the gluttons to beat them up.
Yeah, and Chef Jack is his hero, which is a bit misguided, but, you know, at least, like, his heart's in the right place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He can't know what a terrible father Chef Jack is just by idolizing him.
Yeah, don't meet your heroes, you know?
Don't meet your heroes. And then Chase is like, hey, Chef Jack is my dad. And he goes, oh.
And then the narrator is like, it seems like Chase has made a new friend.
But the music and the mood do not like support this at all. Like,
yeah.
Like the music is like dreary and sad, and they're both like making angry faces at each other, and the narrator's like, looks like Chase has made a new friend. Which is like how I make most of my friends, I think.
You look at them with a rivalrous face.
Yeah, we both hold a lot of contempt for each other, and then the narrator says that, and I like look up at where I think the narrator is standing, and I'm like, really? And then we're friends before I even know it.
You know, obviously sometimes with your buds, you know, you need, and like we've all heard of like being a wing person for sure, like being somebody's wing buddy, to like whatever. I for my friends, I'm willing to be y'all's narrator. So just like whenever y'all are in a situation, I can just like, you know, narrate something and have it be true.
Hey Mars, next time at work, can you say, and then Ray left work getting paid for the day?
Yeah.
Can you just do that for me?
And then Ray left early, having received his bonus.
Marble had no way of knowing that this next lottery ticket would be the most life-changing one yet. Then again, that could be a bad thing, though.
But little did Ray know, he finally stopped making 10 million podcasts.
It's like a monkey's paw thing. Like I can say, I want you to say like, oh, this lottery ticket that Marble bought changed her life forever. But like, I wasn't specific enough. So now it's like I'm gonna get a paper cut and bleed out.
Oh no!
Marble, Ray, I would never be a monkey paw.
But it's not your choice. It's the narrator power.
Well, I killed the previous narrator and inherited the narrator power, for sure. It was an accident. Fell off the roof.
Okay, Santa Claus.
Tis the season.
Tis the season.
Tis the season.
That's Chase helps Albert up. You know, they're friends. Whatever,
Oh, and
I guess.
fried ricer help.
Yeah, fried ricer and hot dog it.
Hot dog on it.
Hot dog on it. I struggle so much with that name.
It's fine. Helps Spaghetti About It and Cowboy Rito up, which was a very nice touch of how...
But nobody helps Crabquake
but
up
not
because Crabquake has a big dang old hole in it.
Instead, Omelet is laughing menacingly at the dead body.
I don't remember that part.
I made that up.
I believe you, though.
And then Omelet puts Crabquake in a really big microwave. I'm sorry.
Actually, I have a theory, is that the iceberg lettuce was just for the shadow clone jutsu and nothing else. It didn't power them up at all. And, like, that was just Omelet at her full power. And, like, basically, Chase had to throw out the iceberg lettuce as a guise so that, like, people wouldn't question how powerful Omelet was. He's like, here's my power topping, and then he's like, all right, Omelet, just like we did in training, and Omelet just blows a hole through Crabquake.
And we're like, close enough.
Now, Marble, you are close, I think, to the actual canon, but it's not that Omelet's at full strength. No. She's only using 10% of her strength here. 10%.
Use omelet, just like we practiced. Use 10% of your strength and just end Crabquake. No, actually, he said use 5% of your strength and just like knock Crabquake out. But like Omelet was like tired of waiting, tired of biding her time.
She needed to scream.
She has bloodlust that needs to be sated.
Mob Omelet 100.
I'm here for this. Hey, can I just say this episode slapped? Not this episode of Fighting Foodons. It was just as good as the rest. Actually, this was a very good episode of Fighting Foodons, but this episode that we just did right now, you don't have to keep this in the episode. I'm just saying. We did a good one.
Wow, V, you did a great job. Even better than me.
I guess the moral of the story is that the real spirit of Christmas never leaves.
And having learned the true meaning of Christmas, podcast, Bee and the Stewart Talking Dog got on their spaceship and went to Planet Santa.
And they never came back.
And they never came. Here's a little clip of Planet Santa. Ho, 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 ho. Sorry.
Hey, Bee. Hope you're having a good time.
I've eaten nothing but candy canes for the past 3 days. I have reached Nirvana.
Woof, am I right?
You really are right.
I can't wait for the sequel where Bee becomes a villain because of sugar overload from candy canes. It's a mech anime movie.
It's the sequel is the Stewart Talking Dog versus the forces of Bee.
Mars, yes.
Next time on ABC, learn how Stewart the Talking Dog isn't as innocent as he seems.
Bee, we were friends once. Woof, am I right?
Why did you bring me here? I just wanted a normal life. I wanted to watch the Foodon tournaments.
I'm sorry about the candy canes. If I knew they had nanites in them, I never would have let you eat them.
But that's all there is to eat here. I can't even stop eating them now.
Bee and the Stewart Talking Dogs have been, the Stewart Talking Dogs' bodies have been overtaken by nanomachines.
I'm more nanomachine than person.
Now, they have to fight 1,000 Santas in order to escape Planet Santa.
Will the corruption overtake them, or do they still have a shot?
But then, Bee finds an Infinity Stone? No. No, she doesn't.
No.
The Stewart Talking Dog, I feel like this has some copyright infringement implications to it.
No, give me that. Oh, I ate it. It's gone now.
The Stewart Talking Dog began to pulse with power.
Don't snap your fingers! Don't do it!
All I have are paws.
But then, the Stewart Talking Dog looked down and began to grow thumbs.
The Stewart Talking Dog turned bright red and grew several feet taller than a normal dog should. In this prequel series to the cartoon you know and love, Stewart the Big Red Dog.
Bee loved me so much.
You have the Infinity Stone, Stewart. You have to reset the timeline. Give us new names, new lives, new everything.
But the corruption begins to take over the Stewart Talking the Big Red Dog's body, morphing and shaping him to stand on his hind legs, and the only thing that he can say is beefsteak.
Whoa!
I think that's where we cut it. That's it.
Gosh!
That's the cliffhanger. Oh my goodness.
I like this series.
I really love Bee and the Stewart the Talking Dog. I love these two very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to Deck of Friendship. Wow. If you enjoyed the show, it would be really, really cool if you left us a rating on iTunes. If you shared it with a friend, it'd be really dope. You can find us on Twitter at Friendship Deck. And as we say every week,
woof, am I right?